Hey everyone, this is Miss Valentine, and you are watching the AP Environmental Science Weekly Rundown for the week of December 7th through December 13th. This week is going to be a little bit different than what we've normally been doing because I'm going to give you guys a full 2 weeks worth of assignments, but they aren't due until next week. In fact, you only have one specific assignment that is due this week, but everything that you need to do might need you to be in class. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So we are going to finish chapter 11 and then also watch a documentary for chapter 12. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a break from the normal chapter work without adding on the pressure of the UN project. So the documentary Chasing Coral is actually going to be our scheduled activity for next week. But those of you who are in class this week, cohort A, you're going to watch the documentary during this week so that you can have that done and out of the way. And then next week, you can work on more of the chapter 11 assignments. All right, so let's go through the checklist here, and I'll kind of explain due dates and things like that. We are going to work on a missing work checklist assignment, and this one is the one that I said was due on Sunday. This one is actually for everyone, even if you don't have any missing assignments. Those of you who don't have any missing assignments, you can go into the Google Doc here. You can read these instructions if you'd like, but they're all in this Google Doc as well. But those of you who do not have any missing assignments, you're just going to scroll down in this Google Doc and write no missing assignments. And then you can hit the submit button and you've got 5 points for doing that. Those of you who do have missing assignments, you are going to fill in this table with your missing assignments. So I have it in the step-by-step instructions here. You're going to log into PowerSchool, and then you're going to input the name of the assignments that you're missing, the number of points that they're worth, and the due date. And this is going to help us with our prioritizing in a few steps here. Once you have all of them written in, including the points and the due date, you're going to star anything that is a test or a quiz, or you can highlight it. So if you want to just copy and paste this star and put it in here, it takes a minute for it to show up. That will give you, there it is, okay. I knew there was some trick to it, but you can copy and paste it into here, or you can highlight it by just highlighting the text and highlighting it up here. But you want to do this with your tests and quizzes, or I guess you guys only have reading quizzes, because they are worth the most points. They're worth 50% of your grade. So those are the things you want to get done first. After you've done the highlighting and starring the quizzes, then you're going to put the rest of your assignments in order of which ones you're going to do first. I recommend doing the highest point assignments first, but some people are like, I don't even want to do those assignments. So there's certain kinds that they really would prefer not to do. So I would say put them in order by, if you don't put them in order by the number of points, put them in order by the ones you think you're most likely to do. So you can see here, I did the number of points. The first assignment I would work on is this 15-point assignment, and then I would work on the 10-point assignment next. So you're getting the most out of your time. The due date is in the folders in Schoology. The due date is that last number on every folder. And so having the due date in here is going to help you find out where that assignment is so you know where to submit it. So that's why I had you write down the due date. When you finish an assignment, you're going to check it off, and then and you can just put an X in that box to indicate that you've finished it. So once you've filled this out and you've prioritized everything, you're going to submit it on Schoology, and that is worth 5 points. From there, you can choose to use this checklist however you'd like. If you are in class, I can print a copy of it for you, or if you want to, you can also write it onto notebook paper, and that's why I gave the option of pasting a link to it in the Google Doc in case you want to submit it through Schoology as a printed notebook paper. But also this document will automatically be saved to your Google Doc. So after you finish filling it out, if you go directly to your Google Doc or your Google Drive, look at the top and you should see the list there. So maybe star it or pin it somewhere, move it somewhere where you can find it easily, and that way you can continue to use it over the next couple of weeks to complete all of your assignments. So that is the missing work checklist assignment, and that is the only assignment for this week that you have to turn in for the week. All right, let's get back to our main page here. Now, for Chapter 11, this is about aquatic biodiversity or sustaining aquatic biodiversity, and there are no notes for it. So you can have I recommend doing an outline on chapter 11 so that you have notes while you take the quiz. And then you have the AP classroom videos that I suggested. I put links directly in the schedule here. And I believe I also put a link to them in the Schoology folder. So again, these are recommended videos. They're not required, but if they talk about one of the major topics in this chapter. The other assignments for this chapter 11 include the Aplia assignment and then the quiz, which remember is on NGL Sync. And I made it very clear that that quiz is due on the 18th, not this coming Sunday. And the 18th is on Friday. So you guys have to finish everything for quarter 2, like I say here, by Friday, December 18th at 3 p.m. So the due date is a little bit different for next week. I've also included a podcast. This one is relevant to the holidays, though hopefully you guys aren't traveling. You still might end up using this. You never know. The podcast is called How to Save a Planet, Trying to Talk to Family About Climate Change. And it gives some good tips about talking to people who might not totally buy into the idea of climate change. And it's surprising, like most everybody has somebody like this in their lives. I do. I actually have a really close friend who's a denier, and he's slowly getting to the understanding that climate change is real. But you can listen to the episode while you're taking a walk, doing yard work, dishes, cleaning, like I normally recommend. The questions for this week are there any climate change deniers in your family or social groups? You don't have to name names, but just wondering if you guys have them too. And then what are some of the key strategies you could use while having a discussion about climate change with a denier? So the episode is 38 minutes long today, or this time, so it's a 15-point assignment, and just make sure you summarize what it's about and then answer those 2 questions. So those of you in class are not going to have a whole lot of work time for these assignments this week because we are going to watch Chasing Coral in class. I actually have next week's checklist already printed out on the back of this week's checklist. And it's basically just complete last week's assignments. And then those of you in cohort B, you're going to watch the Chasing Coral documentary in class next week. All right, let me see. If you are absent for the documentary, if you don't view it in class or you don't get enough facts in class, I have included an option. You can watch it on Netflix, actually. It's on Netflix. Or you can do these Strange Days on Planet Earth episodes. This is a docuseries from early 2010s. But there's 2 episodes here that you can watch instead and take notes on. I am going to give you a handout, or you can print this handout if you're doing it at home. And this handout is 40 facts on the documentary, and then you'll do a summary and a reflection at the end. So that is the documentary assignment that, again, is going to be due next Friday, December 18th at 3 p.m. If you do not have this printed handout, you can make a copy from the Google Doc. So do File, make a copy, and then you can type directly into it by double-clicking on the blanks. All right, I apologize that this was a very, very long weekly rundown, but we did have quite a few things to cover. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next couple of weeks.